Hey there, everybody. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM. Up next, we have a biblical epic for you, a sequel to the film The Robe, made a year earlier, from 1954. It's Demetrius and the Gladiators. Since the title was so different from The Robe, the ad campaign for Demetrius and the Gladiators left no room for ambiguity, saying, "It begins where the robe left off." If you haven't seen The Robe, no worries, though. The film stands on its own. The story follows Demetrius, played again by Victor Mature, as he hides the robe that belonged to Jesus at the time of his crucifixion. Eventually, Demetrius is forced into the arena as a gladiator, but along the way, he must fight off the advances of Claudius's wife, played by Susan Hayward. Demetrius also has to fight the tyranny of the Emperor Caligula, as well as a series of events that make Demetrius begin to question his faith. The Robe and the widescreen process it was filmed in, CinemaScope, excited executives at 20th Century Fox to such an extent this sequel went into production and began shooting before The Robe was even released. So it was a big gamble for the studio, millions likely lost if The Robe failed at the box office. But the gamble paid off. The Robe was a big box office success, as was Demetrius and the Gladiators, no doubt helped by the presence of Susan Hayward, at the time the most popular actress at Fox. From 1954, here it is, Demetrius and the Gladiators. Demetrius and the Gladiators was a sequel to The Robe. It actually went into production before The Robe was released, a big risk for the studio. But like The Robe, the sequel made a great deal of money for 20th Century Fox. Producer Frank Ross was able to keep the budget down by reusing many of the expansive sets built for the first film. He also reused many of the costumes created for the cast of thousands in The Robe. In case you were wondering, that last-minute reformation of Susan Hayward as Claudius's lustful wife came from screenwriter Philip Dunn, not history. Legend tells us that the real Messalina was a ruthless, sex-crazed saboteur, which I think I dig.